Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IAS Academy. What if the world's most powerful military alliance simply said no? At a time when missiles are flying, oil routes are choking, and tensions in the Middle East are pushing the global system to the edge. And one man, Donald Trump, has issued a stark warning. Join us or face a very bad future. As you can see here the headlines, US assets are under Iran attack. But here's why NATO does not have to answer Trump's call. Why NATO is not supporting. Why NATO is divided on this. See, the battlefield which stretches from the deserts of Iran to the narrow waters of Strait of Hormuz, through which the lifeline of global economy flows. As you can see here, the Strait of Hormuz, the lifeline of global economy flows. And the stakes, nothing less than energy security, global stability, and the possibility of a wider war. And yet, despite all this, NATO, the alliance built on the idea that an attack on one is an attack on all, is holding back. Now the question is why? Why is an alliance which is created to fight together choosing not to fight? Is this a sign of cracks within the Western Bloc? Or is this a deeper story about rules, power, and the limits of global alliances? Because what is unfolding right now is not just a war. It is a test of how far alliances really go when the world is on fire. So let's try to understand all these events. So what is the context here? What is happening right now? The US under the Donald Trump and Israel, they are in a war with Iran, which was started on 28th February. And Iran is retaliating now. Iran is attacking the United States of America assets and also closing the Strait of Hormuz. Now, this is actually huge. Why? Because 20%, try to understand, 20% of global oil pass through this route only. 20% of global oil pass through this route. And Trump is saying NATO countries must help us fight. But most NATO countries, they are refusing. Okay. Now, first of all, we need to understand what is NATO. See, NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. It is a military alliance. Okay. NATO is a military alliance. Clear? And this military alliance, which was formed in 1949, it was formed in 1949. That means after Second World War. After Second World War. And 32 countries, US, Canada, as well as European countries are there. Now, what was the core idea of NATO? First of all, what was the core idea of NATO? If one is attacked, all will defend. That is written in their article number 5. It is written in article 5 of NATO. That if one is attacked, all will be defended. All will defend. So why is NATO not joining the war? This is the most important part that we need to understand. Why NATO is not joining the war? This is the question here. Okay. So try to understand. NATO is only for defense, not attacking wars. Clear? सबसे पहली चीज जो हमें समझनी है, NATO is only for the defense, not attacking wars. Which means NATO rule says that solve disputes peacefully. Don't start war unnecessarily. And here, the United States of America and Israel, they have started the war. So NATO is not obliged to join this war. Okay? Second important thing that we need to understand, Article 5 does not apply here. Now, why Article 5 does not apply here? What is Article 5 first of all? Article 5 is related. Now try to understand. Article 5 is related to the collective defense. Okay, it is related to the collective defense and it is used only once after September 11 attack. इसको सिर्फ एक बार यूज किया गया है. It is used only once after September 11 attacks, but it applies only if a NATO country is attacked first. ये तभी अप्लाई होगा जब लगे कि पहले अटैक नेटो कंट्री पे हुआ है, बट यहां पर तो यूएस एंड इजराइल अटैक कर रहे हैं. Clear? So it applies only if NATO country is attacked first. So try to understand, US is not defending itself on its own territory. It is a part of offensive war which US has started. So NATO says that there will be no automatic support in this. Now, why geography matters here? Geography is also very important here. So why geography matters? Okay, this is very important for even your prelims examination. See, under NATO rules, protection applies mainly to whom? Protection applies mainly to Europe. Under NATO rules, protection applies mainly to Europe. Then North America and North Atlantic region. North Atlantic region. Clear? But the war is in Iran, that is West Asia. So if you see legally, this is outside NATO's defense zone. This is basically outside NATO's defense zone. The war is going on here in this region. So this is outside the NATO's defense zone. Clear? Now, another important thing, countries can choose individually. Yes, like in the Afghanistan war, NATO did not force everyone. Okay, countries they joined voluntarily. Coalition of the willing. इसको क्या कहा जाता है? This is called as coalition of the willing. Similarly, now same thing is happening. UK, France, Greece, they are helping a bit. UK, France, है ना? And Greece, they are helping a bit. But Germany and others, they are refusing. Now the question here is, what are NATO countries saying? What are NATO countries saying? See, many leaders are basically saying this is not our war. Example, Germany क्या चाहता है? Germany wants diplomacy. Okay, Germany wants diplomacy. Clear? Now UK only giving, UK, if you see UK only giving limited support. UK only giving limited support like bases, defense and all. Apart from this, France, Italy and Canada, they are concerned but not joining. Even NATO chief Mark Rutte, he said no plans for NATO to enter the war. There is no plan. Now the question here is, what NATO is doing? So here NATO is actually playing the limited role. Instead of fighting, NATO is providing the logistic, NATO is providing the missile defense, protecting the nearby areas like Turkey. NATO is actually protecting the nearby areas like Turkey. Clear? For example, why? So how they are helping? They are basically helping in intercepting the Iranian drones near Turkey bases. Okay, near Turkey bases. Now the question here is, why is Trump upset? Now why is Trump upset? See, Trump has a long-standing complaint, you can say, that US pays too much money, others don't contribute. The fact here is, NATO guidelines, if we see NATO guidelines, they spend 2% of GDP on defense. But if you see the reality, in 2016, only 4 countries met it. In 2014, 18 countries met it. And if you see the United States of America share, so US share is around 63% of NATO defense spending, which is very huge. US सबसे ज़्यादा share देता है 63% of NATO defense spending. That is why the Trump is actually saying others benefit but they do not help enough. This is said by Donald Trump. Now, if you see reality check here, what do you understand from this? See, Trump claim is partly wrong. Now, why Trump claim is partly wrong? Other countries have also increased the spending. NATO has helped the United States of America before also. Like there are various examples. For example, in Afghanistan war, NATO ने help किया था US का. Many European soldiers died in that. Denmark sent around 18,000 troops and many NATO soldiers died in Iraq as well as Afghanistan. This is the situation. So Trump का जो claim है वो partially गलत है. Clear? So overall, if you see it for UPSC perspective, NATO is actually a defensive alliance. Okay, it is not for an automatic war. It is not an automatic war machine, and there are key reasons that why NATO is not joining. First of all, this war is offensive, which was started by US and Israel. It is not defensive in nature. Article 5 in this war not triggered, and then conflict is outside the NATO geography. So members have independent decision making here. So the most important thing I would like to say here is NATO is staying out because its rules are about collective defense. It is not about the joining wars which is started by the member countries outside its region. Clear? So here is the real question the world must confront. If even the NATO, the most powerful military alliance in history, it can pause, hesitate and refuse, then what does collective security truly mean in 21st century? So this crisis has actually exposed a hard truth. Alliances are not just about power, they are about the interest, they are about geography as well as choices. Today the United States of America may be calling for unity, but Europe is actually calculating the risk. And the world is watching closely as old promises meet new realities, because the next chapter of this conflict won't just decide what happens in Iran. It could redefine the future of global cooperation. Will alliance hold firm in the face of rising chaos, or are we entering an era where every nation stands alone when it matters the most? So this is not just a war story, first of all. This is the story of a shifting world order. And trust me, what happens next will affect all of us. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe our channel Legacy IAS Academy for more such kind of geopolitical decode. Thank you so much.